Hello and welcome guys, this is Ashutosh, your host, and I welcome you all in this video tutorial session. Today I am going to explain superposition theorem verification in multi-sim software. So guys, these are the components I have already selected. You can also download this software multisim and choose these components from here. Okay, just click on here and you can choose different components like DC power supply, DC current supply, resistance. From basic component you can choose these components: resistor, capacitor, inductor. There are various components, so we have to choose resistor, and we have already selected 4 resistors. Okay, and our circuit will be like this. Okay, I have taken this problem from internet. You can see here, over here, this is the problem of superposition theorem and it is already solved here. The answer is given at last. Okay, we have to find out the superposition current or current in this 2 ohm resistance. This is the circuit. This is the circuit. 1 ampere current source, DC current source is connected at left side. 1 volt DC voltage is connected at right side. Then 1 ohm, 2 ohm, 1 ohm and 3 ohm resistances are connected, and we have to find I. Find I in the circuit shown in figure 1. Okay guys, so what we have to find out? The value of current in this branch, 2 ohm branch. So we have to apply superposition theorem. So I have taken this problem. This problem is already solved in internet. Okay, so first, we have to construct this circuit. So you can construct this circuit by joining these components like this. So join each and every resistance from here. Then these resistances are rotated 90° clockwise, and this is one is also rotated 90° clockwise, so that you can join these resistance from the circuit. Then simply join this circuit, join this circuit also from here. Then drag this voltage source here and join this voltage source from this resistance, and at last join these resistances from this branch. And also you can put a ground like this and connect this ground here. Okay, now our circuit is ready to solve. So first of all, this circuit I am going to copy this because we will need this circuit. Copy, and then I am putting this circuit here, paste, and one more time I am pasting this circuit here. Okay, like this. Okay, so 3 times I have put this circuit so that we can easily understand what is going on in this theorem. So basically, what is superposition theorem? So we will go to our PPT slide. So here you can see what is superposition theorem, what is the statement. So in a network of linear resistances containing more than one generator or source of EMF, the current which flows at any point is the sum of all the currents which would flow at that point if each generator or source of EMF were considered separately and all the other sources of EMF or generators replaced for the time being by resistances equal to their internal resistances. So as you can see, this is the statement, and what according to this statement we have to solve this problem by separating one by one, taking one source at a time. So there are two sources. You can see over here, this is voltage source. Now we will put the value. What are the values? So this is 1 ampere current, then resistance 1 and 2, this is 1 ohm. So by double clicking you can select the value. This is resistance of 1 ohm, and just double click on it. This is the resistance of 2 ohm. Then R3 is resistance of again 1 ohm, and R4 is resistance of 3 ohm. So these are R1, R2, R3, R4, 4 resistances are there, and voltage source. This voltage source is of 1 volt. So what we are doing here, we have formed our circuit. Okay, so this voltage source is V1, or you can also change its name from here, label V, and this current source you can write only I. Okay, now this is our circuit. So we have to find out the value of current in this branch due to these two sources, 1 ampere current source and another from 1 volt voltage source. So how it is solved? These are the steps. It is already solved. What are the value? You can see here, this is the problem. This is the problem given here. So figure 1, and after that what happens, the current source is kept open circuited, and this 1 volt DC voltage supply is taken or considered in the circuit. So it remains in the circuit, this will remain in the circuit, and current source is kept open circuited because its current source is being replaced by its internal resistance. Okay, so basically it is kept open circuited because its internal resistance, ideal internal resistance, is considered infinite. So we have open circuit, this circuit. Okay, so what basically happens, this circuit is now open circuited. No current flows in this branch, 1 ohm branch. Now current will flow from here. The 1 volt voltage source will supply current, and current will divide in this branch and this branch. So how we calculate the current? We can calculate the current by reducing resistance, reduction method. So the current in this branch, okay, the current in this branch, V upon R equivalent. The total current will be I equal to V 1 volt upon R equivalent. So R equivalent, you can solve the equivalent resistance because 2 and 1 are in series. 2 and 1 will be added, 2 plus 1 becomes 3, and 3 and 3 will be in parallel. So the current will be 1 volt divided by 1.5 ohm resistance, and current becomes 1 upon 1.5 ampere. Now current is divided. Now we apply current division rule in this branch. Okay, so basically we need the current in 3 ohm branch. So this will be halved because this is 3 ohm branch and this is also 3 ohm branch. So whatever the IS current is, it will be halved. So in 2 ohm branch, IS by 2, it becomes IS by 2, and the current I1 becomes 1 by 3. It will be half and it will become 1 by 3 ampere current. So basically what happens, 1 volt battery or voltage source is sending 1 by 3 ampere current in this branch from right to left. This is the direction is to be remembered. From right to left, 1 by 3 ampere current. Okay, now what happens? Okay, now we also design our circuit and simulate in multisim. Okay, so what happens? This current source, I am copying this circuit, copy, and pasting here. Okay, now as you can see here, this current 1 ampere is being deleted. I have means this circuit is kept open circuited, and now this 1 volt voltage source will send the current in this branch. So in this branch I will connect a multimeter. Okay, a multimeter, you can choose from here instruments and multimeter. So I have chosen a multimeter like this. Okay, and this is the multimeter. You can select A. Okay, now it will work as a meter. So this multimeter is working like a meter. And what is the reading? 333.332 milliampere. Okay, so you have to remember this reading. This reading is equal to 333.332 when you run this simulation. Okay, now I am stopping this. Okay, so first I1 current provided by this voltage source from right to left. You have to remember the direction. This current is coming from right to left, and the answer is 333.332 milliampere. Okay, now the next step, what you have to do? Next step, you have to select this current source. You have to consider this current source in the circuit. It will remain in the circuit, but the voltage source will now be replaced by its short circuit. As you can see over here, here was the voltage source and now it is replaced by short circuit. So whenever you place a short circuit across this, and there will be a resistance across this, so now no current will flow through this 3 ohm branch. Okay, so this 3 ohm branch will gets eliminated. So when this ampere source or current source will send the current through this path, so the current will flow in this 1 ohm branch and 2 ohm branch and through this short circuited path, and no current will flow. As you can see over here in this diagram, you can see 1 ampere current is flowing. It is flowing through 1 ohm branch and 2 ohm branch, and no current will flow through this 3 ohm branch because it is just across this short circuited path. So we have to find out the value of I2, the current flowing in this branch. So we have to use current division formula. Total current 1 into 2 plus 1 by 3. So it becomes 1 by 3 ampere again. Now we will proceed to the simulation. Okay, now in second circuit, what we have to do? We have to delete this. Just delete this and replace and also delete this and join these resistance. Okay, these resistance. Now this is the equivalent circuit. Okay, because what happens, this branch cannot cannot pass the current because all the current will be passed through this short circuited path, because this short circuited path is across this 3 ohm resistance. So there will be no 3 ohm resistance in the circuit. Okay, so we have just drawn the circuit like the circuit. Okay, now we have to find out the current in this branch. So just delete this path and now again choose instrument multimeter. Okay, put a multimeter over here and just join from here to here. You have to remember, if negative current comes, then reverse the connection. So we will see how much amount of current flows when you run the simulation, and select ampere meter. Okay, so here again the same amount of current is flowing. You can see over here the same amount of current here and here. Okay, you can also see this one is the first ammeter reading 332 milliampere current by due to this 1 volt source, and here you can see again in the second ammeter 333.332 milliampere by due to this 1 ampere current source. So this current is flowing from right to left. You can see over here in this diagram from right to left, because this DC voltage source is sending current from right to left, same amount of current. And what happens, the 1 ampere current source is sending from left to right, same amount of current. Now we will see the total current in our third circuit. Okay, now what happens? Okay, total current, what is the answer? Total current becomes 0. So because this is the answer, the current you can see over here, the current through 2 ohm resistor due to superposition theorem, I equal to I1 minus I2 and 1 by 3 from first case minus 1 by 3 from second case, and it becomes 0 ampere. Now we will verify this. Okay, now we will verify this. Now again we are joining, I am copying this current source, copy and pasting here. Okay, and just join this resistance from here to here. Okay, now I have connected an ammeter here. Now it is connected 1 ampere current source is there. Okay, this is I current source. Okay, now this is the original circuit. Okay, and in this original circuit I have connected an ammeter in this branch. So now let's see what is the value of current in this branch. Okay, now run the simulation, and you can see 0 ampere is shown by this ammeter. Okay, in this branch, 2 ohm branch, I have connected an ammeter, and you can see 0 ampere the resultant current by superposition theorem. So it verifies the superposition theorem. So guys, that's it for today. You can also simulate, draw and construct the circuit in multisim. So that's it for today, and we will meet in our next video. Thank you.